It's showtime, folks.
Absolute ass. That was the Blackhawks hockey game of all time. Of course, the Chicago Blackhawks wait to have their worst game of the season when I show up. Game 9 of the season, and they're like, oh, Bhawkmemes is in attendance. Justin Lynch is at the game. Well, it's time to play like ass. That was a game that happened. I was there in attendance, if you couldn't tell. I was there, my first game of the season. And that felt more like Chicago Blackhawks hockey. That felt more like the Blackhawks that I know and love. I'm used to analyzing dog shit the last few years, and that was a dog shit performance. That was a game of all time. This post game is probably going to suck if I'm going to be honest. So this is my cat White Sox, by the way. Do you want to be in this video? I thought I'd spice this one up a bit. I don't think White Sox wants to be in the video. Hey, White Sox, say hi to the camera, White Sox. Say hi to the people. Hey. Oh, she's like clawing at my Bedard jersey. It's okay, White Sox. It's okay. That was the positive of this game. Oh, she's like clinging to my jersey. Okay, now I don't. She's like stuck to like my Bedard jersey. The aura of Connor Bedard has got my cat like just like magnetized to it. But that's the positive of this hockey game. Connor Bedard got a goal, so that's a positive. Good to see Pookie get on the board. So that was good. Tip from Bedsy. So courtesy of Ilya Makheyev's shot. Makhayev did leave the game for injury. Good news is sounds like it's day to day from Jeff Blashill. So that's a good thing. It's okay, White Sox. Oh, your claws are like stuck in my jersey. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can move her around. That's all right. You're good, girl. That's all right. Okay. She's good. Yeah. It's okay, White Sox. It's okay. Yeah, I don't think White Sox enjoyed this Blackhawks game either. Okay, I think I'm going to put you down. I don't think you're really... I think she's camera shy. I'm going to put my cat down. See if I can like unsheath her from this jersey. Okay. Oh, great. Now she's clawing my Bedard jersey that I spent like $200 on. If you were there at the Salt Shed when Bedard was drafted to Chicago, that's when I got this Bedard jersey. I think White Sox is now... harming the jersey. It's okay, White Sox. You don't have to be camera shy. White Sox is just like me. She's introverted. She doesn't like she knows there's a lot of people watching this. Well, a lot of people, probably not, but, a decent amount of people watching this, so she's getting a little shy. She wants to retreat to her cave. Oh, is she? I hope she's not going to the bathroom. Okay, this was a horrible idea. I don't know why did I do this? This is the worst idea I've ever... Okay. Okay, White Sox. Okay, we're back. That was a terrible idea. My cat's very territorial. Like she likes her territory. She's not really in this room because this is the room I use for my recording and stuff. It's my professional work room. So she's not really in here that much. So I just don't think she'd like to be in here very much. Because her scent's not really in here. So I just thought it'd be an interesting idea to switch up this video. I knew she probably wasn't going to last. I knew White Sox was probably going to want to leave at one point, and I don't blame her. And that's kind of the way I felt watching this Blackhawks hockey game tonight. Like, even watching this game, I feel like I'm watching paint dry right now. Maybe that's because they're playing the Los Angeles Kings. I mean, that team is so fucking boring to watch. You don't need to hear me say it. Just, I think Connor Bedard summed it up. This is great Connor Bedard quote via Ben Pope, the legend Ben Pope. Love you, Ben. Connor Bedard was unfiltered after the game tonight. On the Blackhawks, our power play was terrible. Yes, it was. I believe it went 0 for 5. 0 for 5. So good stuff there. On the Kings, they play really boring. It's not like a dig or anything. They sit back a lot and make it hard to get zone entries. I love how sassy Bedard is. He's like, oh yeah, that's not like a dig or anything. Yeah, that is. But yeah, that's a dig. That team is boring as shit to play against. But hey, it was effective. They won. So I thought the Hawks might be able to come away with this one because this was a back-to-back for the Kings. I thought they would be the team that would be asleep tonight. It was the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks were asleep. It was their Halloween party the other night, and I think they were playing hungover. I think they had one too many kitty cocktails or something because they just weren't. They didn't quite feel like the Hawks were in this one tonight. Just a bit out of sync, weren't connecting on passes, positioning wasn't good, defense was ass. The defense was ass, by the way. I know Hawks fans are going to blame Soderblom for this one. Arvid's not the reason we lost this game. I think even if Knight was in this game, I don't think the result changes. maybe. Spencer Knight is him, so he might be able to find a way to carry us through this one. But yeah, like 3 goals. One was an empty netter. The first goal was just terrible puck management. I think it was Sam Renzel who turned the puck over there. Love Renzel, but yeah, he was ass tonight, but he wasn't the only one. Pretty much the entire defense was ass. Just all-around ass performance by the defense tonight. And then the second goal, though, I would say was more on Soda. That was, if you want to blame Soda, I would say the second goal. He was just swimming out of his crease like a fish. Wasn't quite tending the goal there, as Steve Dangle would say. So I would say the second one was on Soderblom, but the first one was. And the third goal was an empty netter, so whatever. That's a wash. But yeah, the biggest reason why we lose this game, special teams were shit. Penalty kill was fine. Penalty kill has been good because we have Ilya Mikheyev. The power play, though, just that's been a thing this year. It's flip-flop from last year. Last year, we were great at special teams and ass at even strength. This year, we're great at even strength, ass on special teams. Well, on the power play, the PK is still okay, but the power play, for whatever reason, no, I know the reason. I know the reason why our power play sucks. We do the same thing every time. There's no movement. It's predictable as hell. And the zone entries, it's the same push and back entry of the drop pass every time. And it's too slow. It's too predictable. These teams clearly study it in the film and are able to shut it down every single time. The Kings play that 1-3-1 trap, and they kill you every time, man. The Hawks just couldn't get anything rolling on the penalty kill. They couldn't get any chances, any opportunities, any time. There was no time and space. There was a comment on one of my posts today that I think pretty much summed up this game perfectly. On Instagram via it's Thane, I think. Top 3 worst things to experience. 3, stubbing your toe. 2, breaking your phone. 1, watching the Hawks enter the ozone on the power play. Seriously, I mean, it was all game, man. I was getting a headache watching the Hawks power play. I thought I was going to have an episode or something. I couldn't watch this Blackhawks power play tonight. It was just excruciating to watch. It was like watching a horror movie, which, considering Halloween's on the way, I guess that's fitting. Maybe that's what the Hawks were planning all along tonight. So that was a shame. This game reminded me a lot of the Bears game today. It felt like a carbon copy of the Chicago Bears game. Bears got to a pretty good start. They had a good initial drive, but they settled. Right, they settled. They weren't able to get a touchdown. They had 2 field goals. And then the Ravens, they took advantage of that and kind of controlled the rest of the game, right? The Hawks got off to a great start in this game. The first period, for the most part, was all Blackhawks. They looked good. Obviously, get that initial goal from Bedard. Good to see Pookie get on the board. You love to see that. If we're going to score 1 goal, that's the guy you want to see. Hawks lose Bedard goal, as I would say. But I had a feeling, we had a power play after that, and we didn't convert. And then we had a second one. And just the fact we weren't able to convert in those power plays, I had a feeling that was going to come back to bite us. I was like, this 1-goal lead. I just had a feeling that once the Kings got their legs under them, it could come back to bite us, and it did. Blashill's been great this year, but I would say this was his first game where you could definitely see some flaws. It just felt like the Hawks were outcoached in this one. The Kings made the adjustments from intermission to intermission. They got better each period. It felt like we got worse each period. It felt like they studied the tape better, they studied the ops better, and just they made the adjustments. This felt like a 24-25 Blackhawks game where it wasn't a 60-minute effort, right? We were good for stretches and asked for other stretches, right? It really felt like I was watching last year's Blackhawks tonight. For the first time this year, I didn't have fun watching a Blackhawks game. At least the other games we lost, we were nearly edged, but they were fun edges. This was not a fun edge. This was this was like watching paint dry. I may have already said that in this video. I don't know. I'm tired, guys. I don't like to make excuses, but my analysis probably isn't going to be as good. Watching a game in person versus TV, the perspective's different, right? There's distractions in person, and I'm an introverted person, so my social battery after 3 hours surrounded by thousands of people kind of runs out. I'm definitely a guy who around people I care about, my emotions and stuff come out, and I think I'm cool to be around. But when I'm around a bunch of people, it's just not my thing. I like small groups of people. I'm not a massive crowd type person. Although you see though it's different because it's the Blackhawks. The United Center really feels like home. But tonight though it didn't. Tonight it felt like a nightmare. That was rough. But in all seriousness though, it was good to be back. It was good to be back. Obviously didn't get the result, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to overreact. It's one game. Yeah, I'm probably overreacting a bit just because I was there and like, I spent money on this game, so like I'm a little more pissed. Like versus when I watch on TV, like whatever. But like when you have like a stock invested in a game, like you're a little more, I guess you're always gonna have a little bit more. You're always gonna feel a little more into it, right? So I'm in every Blackhawks game, like especially like when you show up, like you want to see them show up. So speaking the obvious out here, like I truly am Spencer Knight with the way I have with words. So like just kind of like a lot of thoughts up here. Like it's just sort of keeping them on a plane. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about right now. This is going to be the post game of all time. But yeah, the one thing I will say too, like to give the Hawks credit, they haven't been playing a lot of hockey lately. I mean, since last Sunday, they played 2 games. They played Thursday and they played today. So 2 hockey games in 7 days is going to be rust. And like you could see the rust tonight. The legs just didn't really fully seem there. Like just like when you're not playing on a consistent basis, your mind's not fully in it, right? Sometimes a back-to-back can actually be a good thing for a team like the Kings. Like it felt like they were just it just felt like they were more in this one, right? It just felt like they were kind of on top of things and we weren't. So first period we were, but after that we just weren't. So whereas the Kings, like once they weathered the storm that first period, they kind of took over from there. So that's going to happen sometimes. And, it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, positives, like I said, Betsy. I will say though, outside the goal though, wasn't Bedard's best game, but like also like we're playing Ilya Mikheyev and Andrei Burakovsky with him. Yeah, I mean, look, we're in year 3 here, and we're playing Andrei Burakovsky and Ilya Mikheyev with Connor Bedard. So. Yeah, like, I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Like, I think, I mean, say what you will about San Jose. Like, that team sucks. They've won 2 games. But, like, at least they give Celebrini, like, competent line mates. Like, I mean, he plays with Will Smith. He plays with Tyler Toffoli, Eklund. But, like, with Bedard, it's like we just throw fucking anyone up there with him. And that's no disrespect to Mikheyev and Burakovsky. They're just not top-line players. They're not first-line players. I understand wanting to spread out the wealth, but it's like it gets to a point where it's like, can we just play Nazar up there? Like, can we just play Bedard and Nazar together? Like, I mean, seriously, like, things 6 and 7, like, that's our future. Like, when we're in a position where we're out of the rebuild and we're a playoff team, I think you can afford to spread out the wealth, right? You could spread out Bedard and Nazar. But when we're in this stage right now where we're sort of transitioning from rebuild to contender, I think it's okay to sort of put all your eggs in one basket. Like, why not just play Bedard and Nazar together and just build that chemistry? Like, we see in the power play a bit, but the power play sucked. It's like, I want to see it even strength. Especially, like, what about the third period when you're down by a goal or two? When you're down by a goal or two in the third period, I can't talk, geez, but yeah, like, why not play Bedard and Nazar together, at least as a nuclear option? Like, at least give them some shifts together. Sometimes they might get some time, like, in between shifts, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, I also get it, too, where it's like, okay, if Nazar is at the 2C, then who is? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe Tavo. Tavo can play center. Like, he's mostly a wing, but he can play center. So, I don't know. That's something you have to figure out. Like, I don't want Jason Dickinson being the second-line center, right? Oh, maybe you call up Oliver Moore. He's a second-line center. The way Oliver Moore looks at Rockford, like, I don't really think he needs to be down there, to be honest. Like, he looks ready to me. I thought he was ready last year. Like, Renzel's up here. Why isn't Moore up here? I don't know. Like, we just traded Reichel. Like, why not call up Oliver Moore? Like, he's literally, like, near the top of the AHL in production. Like, why isn't he up here? What's the point of having Sam Lafferty as, like, a bench warmer? Like, I just call up Oliver Moore. Like, and then we roll 12 forward, 6D. Like, the 11-7 thing, I don't know. I think it's getting I think it's sort of running its course a little bit. And I hate to, I do it every single episode, but I mean, already Lepshov. I hate playing the comparison game. I know I said I wouldn't do it, but every single time I watch the Montreal Canadiens play and I see Ivan Demidov ripping up the score sheet, and then I have to watch Artie Lepshinov play hockey, it's like I want to bang my head against the wall, dude. It's like he's like a deer in headlights out there, man. Like he just seems lost out there. Like, again, he's young. I'm sure he's going to figure it out. But you know what? I think right now he needs to be figured out in Rockford. I think he needs to be figured out in Rockford right now. Like, he's not a Blackhawk right now. Like, he's just not. Like, I mean, respect to Wyatt Kaiser. I think he's bailed him out a lot. He's bailed him out a ton this year so far. He's shown flashes. Like, Korchinski did, but, like, I'd swap those two. Korchinski, 2022 draft pick. Lepshinov, 2024. Korchinski's got 2 years on him. Korchinski should probably be up here right now, right? Like, do we want to make him an ex-Reichel? Like, I think Korchinski should be up here right now. Lepshinov, like, there's no problem with a 2024 draft pick who just turned 20 or is going to turn 20 soon. There's no profit being a Rockford. Sheltered, first line, first pair of minutes, all situations, power play, penalty kill, lesser competition. Let him build confidence down there, right? Because I just don't know what this is doing for him right now. I don't think it's doing a whole lot of good. It's probably hurting his confidence. It feels like it is. Because it doesn't really feel like he's getting better. It feels like it's the same. If anything, it feels like he's getting worse. So, I think he might need a demotion. Maybe I'm overreacting. I'm sure I'll get the, overreact. Again, it's an opinion. I said it before, I'm not just going to glaze everything, man. I know it's one game. But I got to be honest here. If I see something I don't like, I got to say it. I'm not just going to be a Blackhawks apologist. I'm not just going to be an insider who glazes everything the organization does. If there's something I don't like as a fan, I'm going to say it. So, I think you have to be fair. I think you have to play both sides, right? I think you have to be positive. You have to be negative when the time comes. I think you have to strike a balance, a fine line. So hopefully I'm doing that. I don't know. And that's for y'all to judge. It's not for me to. That's not my call to make. That's your call to make. So I'm not really sure how much else I have to say about this game. It's probably already longer than it needs to be, honestly. This post game. What else do I have in here? Yeah, it was a boring game. It nearly put me to sleep, and I think I need to get some sleep. I honestly, this is the first time I started post-game. I really don't really feel like doing this. You have to do it when you win and lose, man. I think to be a true fan, you have to be there for the good and bad moments, right? So you just have to keep showing up no matter what. You have to keep showing up, right? You have to keep grinding. So just like this team is. So, I'm tired. This game nearly put me to sleep, and I think I need to get this one finished soon and go to sleep myself. I would say one more positive, actually. I probably should have let off with this, but for those of y'all who recognized me at the game and who I spoke to, lovely to talk. It's every time I get stopped at a game and somebody recognizes me and watches my stuff and says they love what I do. That just keeps me going. It's those interactions that this is worth doing. It's worth doing it for those types of when you're having that type of impact. Even if it's not no matter how many people it is, if you're making that type of impact on one person, I think it's worth it. So that's pretty cool. Every time I get to talk with people about the Blackhawks at games or events or whatever it is, the hockey community, nothing beats the hockey community, man. The support, the passion, it's humbling. It really is. It really means the world, man. That means a ton to me. I appreciate it. Love talking hockey. Love talking pucks. So to those of y'all who stopped me at the game, who we had a conversation with, it was great. And for those of you who I weren't able to see, my bad. I was with family too, so and I'm there to watch the game and cover it too. So I come out. Some people I may have missed. So my apologies if I didn't get a chance to say hi or something. But yeah, that was great. That was definitely a positive. It's always great to be at the UC. The community there is fantastic. It's great. And one other thing I will say too, yes, I'm not blaming Soda, but at the same time, I did miss Spencer Knight tonight. I do feel like the team plays more confident when he's in net. I think when the goaltender in net, you play differently depending on who it is, right? I think with Spencer Knight, they have a ton of confidence in him, so they play with confidence. Where it felt like today, they were playing conservative, they were playing passive. We haven't really seen that from the Hawks this year. We haven't really seen that a ton. But this year, it felt like this game they took a step back from that perspective, right? So again, young team, there's going to be those growing pains, right? There's going to be those learning experiences. Today is definitely one of those games that you take to the filming room and you study and you look over it. This is definitely a game that you look at before practice and make adjustments type of thing. So it's a game to learn from. It's a game to grow from. I don't think there's much more that needs to be said. I don't think there's much more needs to be said. I think we've kind of covered it. Good to see Pookie get on the board. That's a positive. I always positive to see Pookie get on the board. But still above 500, 4-3-2. And we play again Tuesday, I believe. Who we play Tuesday? Give me 1 second here when I figure out who we play Tuesday. Senators, the Sens. All right, I think we're starting a road trip here. After not playing a lot of hockey, we're about to play a lot of hockey. Yeah, it's at Ottawa. So Hawks have a good track record against the Senators, so I think we could probably come away with that. But either late tomorrow or early Tuesday, I'll drop the pregame for that. And then obviously postgame Tuesday. So. Thank you all for watching this video. Share it around with friends, family, pets. I don't know how much of my pet's going to be watching this video. White Sox didn't really seem to want to be involved with this one, but I don't really blame her. I don't really blame her. So, but yeah, maybe your pets will find enjoyment in this video. Yeah, thank you all for the support. And I believe we're at 542 subs as of this recording. So we accomplished the goal of passing 500 by Halloween, and by a lot, with like time to spare. So that's awesome, right? I really appreciate that a ton. But yeah, means a ton. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Adios. Bhawkmemes out.